Hey, my name is Christian Luper. This is my final presentation for Dr. Creston's 452 class. As you can see here, we have Southeastern, one of their portfolios of investments. As you can see, we have all the stocks here in alphabetical order, their ticker, their number of shares, the weights, and I actually calculated the returns as well. In calculating the returns, I pulled data from Yahoo Finance for 10 years, monthly returns, starting May the 5th, 2010 to May 5th, 2015. And as you can see here, after I calculated the returns, I also calculated the standard deviation, and I went a step further and calculated the variance as well of returns. And basically I just copied that into this column up here. So the average returns for each stock for those 5 years. As you can see, the portfolio return, I like my formula here. As you can see, I just multiplied the weights times the returns and just added that to each year as well, all the way to the end here. And basically I come up with an average of 1.35% return with a standard deviation of 0.76%. So for my first adjustment, I actually added in two of my favorite stocks, Amazon and Disney, which this one in particular, Disney has been doing really well over the past few months. I added 25 shares of Amazon just because it is so expensive, it will be hard to afford much more than that. And then about 2,000 shares of Disney stock. Also adjusted my weights in Centerpoint, Comcast, and Energies just because I didn't see the point in having so many shares in 3 different energy companies. That really isn't diversified enough. Also took out 100 shares in Home Depot. I adjusted my weights in IBM and Krispy Kreme, Verizon, and 3M. I actually added more stocks to Krispy Kreme just because they've been doing so well over the past few years as well. They rarely have a negative return between months. And as you can see, my portfolio return actually went up about 0.10%, and my risk went down. As you can see in the original, the risk was 0.76, and when I adjusted, it actually went down 0.01%. So this strategy is actually more along the efficient frontier as compared to the original Southeastern portfolio, so you wouldn't even use the original if you're going to go with this. And then my personal favorite, I actually didn't add or take any stocks away from this one. I just simply adjusted the shares in AT&T, Cisco, Comcast, ExxonMobil, and Krispy Kreme. I actually added a lot more stocks in Krispy Kreme, which shot the weight up to 13.9%, and I also added more in Exxon just because as the summer progresses, the plummet in oil prices will just cause that to rise even more. So right now is a really good time to buy into gas and oil companies just because they are starting to really pick up from where they fell off during the winter. And as you can see, I had not only the highest returns, but one of the lowest risks as well. As you can see in this one that I said was along the efficient frontier, my risk was 0.75% with a return of 1.45. Well, the return actually went up almost 0.20%, whereas the risk only went up 0.01%. So personally, I would choose to go with this investment strategy. So I guess the whole point of this is just to show you that something as simple as taking the weights in 5 different stocks can actually increase your returns a lot more without really affecting your risk. And that's pretty much the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching.